My name is Jennifer DeLaurentis, and I am Secretary of the Economic and Financial Committee of the General Assembly, also known as the Second Committee of the General Assembly, and also Secretary of the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations. The role of the Secretary of any of the intergovernmental bodies of the United Nations, in my view, is comprised essentially of three elements. The first and foremost one to keep in mind is that that individual needs to provide constant procedural, organizational, legal, and budgetary guidance to the presiding officer, be it a president of that particular body or the chair or chairperson of that particular body. This is in preparation for, during, and in the follow-up to any session or meeting. That individual, meaning the secretary, also needs to be working very, very closely all along in the lead-up to meetings of a given intergovernmental body, be it a committee of the General Assembly or another body, with the parts of the United Nations system that are dealing with the subject matter that that body is discussing. All the work that a secretary does, which translates itself into notes for the presiding officer, statements for the presiding officer, and overall guidance to that person and the bureau of that body, requires knowledge of the subject matter, and that needs constant consulting and creating programs of work closely with a given substantive office, which could be a Department of Economic and Social Affairs of the United Nations, or the United Nations Development Program of the United Nations, or the United Nations Children's Fund, or the Department of Political Affairs, for example. The Secretary is also responsible for the overall conduct of everything that's going on in the chamber in which that meeting is taking place. Oversight of interpretation, oversight of what the conference officers are doing, and the overall setup for the meeting. Basically helping, ensuring that the show is on and the show is good.